13 tells us, where did this man get this wisdom and these mighty works? Is this not the carpenter's son? Is not his mother Mary? Sometimes we try to rationalize that thing, you know. The world can get that way. Now, I ain't do all that. But you got to believe. And if you want to be spiritually successful, you got to push past your thinking and believe in his word.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's where the faith comes in.
Yes, sir.
That's where spiritual success comes, when you're not stuck on what you think. You believe in what he said. There was something about Jesus that caused them to trust him. You can't grow without trusting Jesus.
That's right. Amen.
You cannot grow spiritually without trusting his word.
Yes.
You can take all the self-help programs you want, drink all the tea and shower. But you're going to have the same problem.
That's right.
If you're trying to fix it yourself. We can save you some money and some time.
Yes, sir.
Jesus don't cost you nothing.
Yeah.
But trust him and believe in him.
Yes.
Amen.
That's right.
Trust him and believe.
Amen.
To be spiritually successful, you have to be willing to take some risks. It ain't going to be easy, always. There's going to be some risk involved. Most importantly, your comforts. You're going to have to give up some things to have spiritual growth. Some fleshly things. Some worldly things. Step away from some things. When Jesus asked them to go out, it was into the deep water. They had been fishing all day. You know, even I was a fisherman, you know, trying to fish towards the bank and catch a little bush there, maybe some fish down there nesting and feeding. And he wanted them to go out into the deep water.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
You got to give it up, man.
Yes, sir.
Not your will, but his will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can a man stand before you and tell you he was in the club, the Ebony Club, getting drunk and smoking, getting ready to rap on the microphone, and by the time I got there, I started praying. Messed up the whole beat. But that's stepping in deep water. I knew it wasn't about me anymore. It was about Jesus. It was time for change. What I was doing was not working. You got to take some risks. It's not going to feel comfortable. Many are going to tell you you're going the wrong way. But when you follow Jesus, you're not going the wrong way. You're going the right way. You're going the right way. Luke 5 tells us, when he had stopped speaking, he said to Simon, launch out into the deep and let down your net for a catch. But Simon answered and said to him, Master, we have toiled all night and caught nothing. Nevertheless, it's your will, I will let down the net. When they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their nets were breaking. Psalms 33 tells us, verse 8, let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him.
Yes.
For he spoke and it was done.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can do it for you. Not just my testimony. All the witnesses in here believe a testimony that he can do it for you.
Yes.
At some point, they decided to step in the deep water.
Yeah.
Get off the bank. Quit trusting man. Quit trusting your will. But trust him.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Spiritual success requires perseverance, even through disappointments and sometimes failure.
Yes,
Yes,
right.
sir.
Might not work the first time.
That's right. That's right. That's good.
But that's where the faith comes in. Sometimes he wants to see, do you really believe him? Do you really trust him? He wants you to get a lesson out of this thing. He wants you to grow.
That's right.
So he got to strip you a little bit.
Yeah.
That don't mean you're not going the right way. That means he wants to see if you're real about it, or you're just playing church. Because you need your water bill paid. You need some help.
Yeah.
Because some do that now. Not calling anybody out. You got to persevere. If they say no, come back. If the lights cut off, if the water cut off, keep praying, keep asking, be faithful. The fishermen were tired. They had been out there all night.
All night. Yes, sir.
But they were willing to do their part. It requires something of them. Go out into the deep. Step away from your understanding.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net. At your word, I will let down the net. Are you letting it down? Are you willing to go deep?
Oh, yes.
To do the things that are unpopular, to step away from some things that don't feel right.
Yeah.
Because you want to grow spiritually.
Yes.
You keep doing the same things you've been doing, you're going to get the same results.
Right.
They were discouraged but willing to try again. Never give up, never lose faith in Jesus. If you're going through something, he wants you to go through that right now. That's your season.
Yes, sir.
But there's something better. That's where the faith comes in. Nevertheless, at your will, I will let down the net.
Yes, sir.
Joshua tells us in 1 and 9, have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid,
Yes.
nor be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
Yes.
Yes.
That don't mean because I was in the club, he wasn't with me. He was still waiting on me. He didn't want me there, but sometimes we disobey the Lord.
Yes. Yes, sir.
But he still loved me.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
And if he loves you and you believe in him, he's talking to you. Sometimes we block him out a little bit because we want to obey the flesh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
But don't be dismayed.
That's right.
Keep praying. Keep trusting. Keep believing. He's molding you to get past the world standard of success.
Yeah. Yes.
To understand it's about Jesus. And he has a work for all of us to do. He has a work in you.
Yes.
And he's sending you through some things and allowing you to go through some things because he wants to prepare you for the work.
Yes.
Luke 5 tells us, verse 6, and when they had done this, they caught a great number of fish and their nets were breaking. He's going to bless you more abundantly, more than you could ever dream. But it's not going to be based on the world standard. In fact, you already been blessed.
That's right. That's right.
We were completely cut off. But he came down just for us. Do you believe that? Remember the importance of teamwork. We can't always do it by ourselves.
Yeah.
That's why we have the body. That's why we have our brothers and
That's
sisters
right.
in Christ.
That's right.
They have strengthened us, to help encourage us, to be a witness to us, to share testimony with us. You're not by yourself.
That's right.
Amen.
As success came, they had to share the burden. We got to pray for one another.
That's it.
We got to be examples for one another. We got to witness to one another and quit judging one another.
Yeah.
Acting like you ain't never done nothing. Because he knows.
Yes, sir.
I've always been saved.
Come on, God. That's good.
But he knows.
You know. Yeah.
The nets were breaking, so they signaled to their partners in the other boats, come and help us.
Yes.
Come and help us. Matthew chapter 4, verse 18 tells us, and Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brothers, Simon, called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, casting a net into the sea. For they were fishermen, doing what they do.
Yes, sir.
But it wasn't working.
Yes, sir.
Because he was preparing them for spiritual success, for a greater work.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes all that we lean on, all that we depend on, our little knowledge and our little talents, and until something happens that shakes us up, we think we got it right.
That's right.
And I'm not going to tell my business or yours. But he's sending you through some things to shake you up.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to go through some short-term things, to have long-term success in the ministry, to grow,
Good.
to be spiritually successful. Remember the importance of teamwork. Great body of Christ. Been a blessing to me and Carolyn and Chandra. And all of us who grew up here in the ministry and still propping us up, still helping us, still being good examples. Each and every one of us as a body.
Yes.
Remember, God can give us more than we ever asked for or even imagined. Sometimes we're thinking too small.
Yes, sir. That's right.
We think we're thinking big, but we're really thinking too small. It's all possible because of his power.
Right. Right.
But if your goal is to pursue earthly success, you're looking the wrong way anyhow. We should be pursuing spiritual success, spiritual growth.
Yes.
How can we share this great word? How can we be a better witness?